Dear all, I'm sorry I cannot be with you today for this important conference, which promises to offer thought-provoking discussions and to help identify pragmatic ways forward in addressing migrant smuggling. I'm grateful that I can share my thoughts through this video message. I would first like to thank the Dutch presidency for hosting this conference and for prioritizing the fight against migrant smuggling. 2015 saw an unprecedented number of irregular border crossings. The majority of migrants arriving irregularly made use of smuggling networks on their route to enter the European Union, which illustrates the scale of this phenomenon. Regrettably, smuggling networks ruthlessly put the lives of migrants at risk for their own financial gains. The only way to address this complex crime is through a multidisciplinary approach. Therefore, I'm happy that such a diverse range of participants are here today, including member states, government representatives, NGOs, EU agencies, international organizations, academia, and representatives of the private sector. This variety of stakeholders is key to achieving operational outcomes in our joint fight against migrant smuggling. This forum is an excellent opportunity for discussions. But discussions are only the first step for achieving our goals. We need more action and more joined-up efforts, and we need more concrete results. The European Union Action Plan against migrant smuggling, adopted in May 2015, provides a strong framework for action. This conference gives us the opportunity to identify concrete ways forward on implementing several priorities set by the action plan. First of all, we need to improve the cross-border exchange of information and intelligence related to migrant smuggling. Sharing information is crucial for being one step ahead of the smugglers and for breaking their business model. Making Europol's Migrant Smuggling Center fully operational very quickly is essential for enhancing information exchange. But this center will only become a hub for information on migrant smuggling if member states share information with it. Without this, our fight against migrant smuggling will never be effective. Sharing of information is what will lead to effective investigations and prosecutions of smugglers. Frontex also plays a key role in collecting information on migrant smuggling. The recent agreement between Frontex and Europol on the exchange of personal data enables the sharing of this precious information on migrant smuggling methods and routes. The work of Frontex and Europol with member states' authorities in the hotspots is crucial for producing leads to investigations against migrant smugglers. We also count on Interpol to scale up its work against migrant smuggling in complementarity with Europol and its Migrant Smuggling Center. Interpol could, for instance, further consolidate and extend its network of regional offices in key countries of origin or transit for migrants. Secondly, we need to target the financial transactions that can lead us to migrant smugglers. Detecting and analyzing the financial transactions are important steps of disrupting the business model of smuggling networks. Therefore, we need to focus on improving our work with financial institutions. I hope that the discussions will lead to concrete and practical innovations on tailoring financial investigations to migrant smuggling activities. Thirdly, we need to engage with relevant private sector entities which may provide services used by smugglers. Cooperation with the private sector can offer an additional way to detect and track down migrant smuggling activities and to ultimately prosecute the perpetrators. Finally, social media have increasingly become an important tool for smugglers to openly advertise their services. Our task is to find solutions to counter the narratives of smugglers and to identify and prevent smuggling networks from offering their services online. To conclude, my hope is that these 2 days can help kickstart further concrete work in the fight against migrant smuggling networks. I invite you to identify concrete ways to scale up information exchange, to boost the involvement of the private sector, to expand work on the use of social media by smugglers, and to scale financial investigations into migrant smuggling networks. And we must always keep in mind that at the center of this ugly business are human beings, whose desperation to save or improve their lives is exploited by criminals, and whom we need to protect. I wish you a productive conference with concrete results. It will be a valuable contribution to our efforts and policy. Thank you very much for your attention.